Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're walking with Mr. Clay. I'm Mr. Clay. And we're in Isaiah chapter 65, the 65th chapter of Isaiah. Yes, and we also thank God for those of you who have been with us since the beginning, and those of you who have been with us here and there's about, and we thank the Most High for those of you who have just subscribed, as well as those of you who are contemplating subscription to this channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Calling those things that are not as though they are. Yes, it is a great day. Regardless, it is a great day because the Most High has already caused the shift to happen. Now, if you've been following the news and everything, the shift is definitely a shift in, should I say, the financial status of the world. Trade has always been the deciding factor of who rules the world and who don't. But this shift is not the shift of just one people or one political party. This is a shift that, even as the prophet Daniel put, that they cleave not to one another. You know, they had their own laws. Nobody told them what to do, but there was just systems put in place where no one kingdom or one government entity can rule the world or cause the world to bow to its prerequisites, put it that way, and religious prerequisites. Now, eventually it's going to cause a great stir, but not right now. It's going to be a great day. It takes time for things to happen in man's time, but God can cause it to happen in an instant. But the Most High choose not to have it be that way. Yes. Isaiah chapter 65. I am sought of them that ask not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me, unto a nation that was not called by my name. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people which walk in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in gardens and burneth incense upon the altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are the smoke in my nose and the fire that burneth all day. You notice the Most High is just wroth with the children of Israel, all 12 tribes. But then you have those that came to the Most High during that day. See, you have to look at the verse 1. It's not talking about Christianity. It's not talking about Gentiles. It's talking about I am sought, present tense. During Isaiah's time, I am sought of them that ask not for me. Was he prophesying? That was a present tense thing. I am found, present tense, of them that sought me not. So you have to look at it in that time and that day. There was a people that came unto the Most High. Maybe the outcast of Israel, maybe some Gentiles who saw the works of the Most High and decided they wanted to worship the Most High. This is what the Most High is talking about during that time that Isaiah lived in. He says, now, this is what the Israelites were doing. The Israelites were eating pig, sacrificing pigs, hogs, making sausages, putting that dewy sausage or whatever, that sauce, that summer sausage mixed with beef and all that other stuff in their stomachs. Cooking that which is foul, shrimp and scallops, things that are unclean before the Most High. He says, now, this is the thing about it. This is why the Most High has caused Israel, even to this day, to be scattered. That's why. He says, for Israel, the Israelite says, I am holier than you, God. He says, now because of this, you do what seems right unto you, instead of following that which is already written, the standard of holiness, the righteousness of the Most High, the righteousness of God is not Jesus. The righteousness of God is the law. By that righteousness we follow. The righteousness says, thou shalt not do this, worship me. This is what that righteousness says. It's already written within you. It's written within every man, woman, and child upon the earth. They have a question. There's a void still, even in your Christianity, even in your Islamic beliefs. There's a void in there that you're doing something wrong. Certainly. He says, now, the fact is that these are a smoke in my nose. What is a smoke in the nose of the Most High? Have you ever smelled smoke? It stings your nose. It's not savory. It's not even the smoke of barbecue. Or should I say beef, fish, or whatever you put on the fire. A fire that burneth all day. It's an abomination. It's irritable, is what the Most High is saying. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silent, but will recompense, even recompense into their bosom. Excuse me. Your iniquities, then the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the I Am, which have burned incense upon the mountains and blasphemed me upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom. Thus saith the I Am, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servants. Servants, not servants. He's talking about those who have given themselves over to the Most High, his prophets, yes, that I may not destroy them all. Just a few righteous. The Most High gave an example when the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah and said, if there were found one righteous man in Sodom and Gomorrah, I will not destroy it. But there was not found one. He says, and I will bring forth out of Jacob and out of Judah an inheritor of my mountains. In other words, I'm going to bring your seed. And this is what happened throughout the time of the three devastations of Israel, Assyria, Babylon, and Persia. All of them. And mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. My prophets and my elect, those who I elect from your seed, and my servants that have prophesied and piped unto you all day long, and you danced and you shouted and you did those things that were beneficial for you. And then you start to put up those who were feminine and masculine and have them to dictate to you what the I Am is saying. He says, but ye are they that forsake the I am. Let us go back up. I get carried away sometimes. He says, and I will bring forth the seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, inheritor of my mountains. Not one, many. And mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. My mountain. This is how the English put it, mountain. Could be a mount. What is a mountain? Look that word up. Could be something that looked like a hill. Our definitions of things are not their definitions because they spoke another language. And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor a place for the herds to lie down in. And this is right there in the land that is desolate. For my people that have sought me. That's what he's saying. For my people that have sought me. You're going to need farmers. You're going to need animal farmers, livestock farmers, just farmers that grow things. Yes, you need that. And this is the majority of the people, to be farmers, not sharecroppers, farmers, not those who pay people very little to harvest a lot, but farmers that are fair. But ye are they that forsake the I am, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for a troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword. This is what happened. This is why God turned the children of Israel over to the Assyrians, the Babylonians, and the Persians. This is why, right here. Underline that, highlight it. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Even in this day, the Israelite does the same thing. And you say, even those that do know they're Israelites are doing the same thing. Whether they're Israelite belonging to a certain camp, as they call it, or Israelites that are walking around, and those who are calling unto these Israelites, they try to point out their error, but many of them have been so turned to forget the I am, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28, because of their ancestors. They were not taught, and Christianity has even made it worse to push them into even more paganism. Yes. And this can be sublimated unto us this day, but it's really for those of that day. It is for those of that day. He says, ye did before my eyes, and did choose for wherein I delighted not. No, God doesn't delight in your Hajj. God doesn't delight in your salats. See that you build a temple after the manner which I've shown thee. No Gabriel is going to come and go against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Even with Mary or Muhammad. No, none of them. You cannot attribute in their denominations. You cannot attribute that to God. All of that's been ciphered out of the scrolls, the books, the ancient scriptures. Yes, it's been ciphered and given to a people that they might be proud of their own selves, their own heritage. God does not deny the Gentile that wants to obey the law, statutes, commandments, and ordinances that are put forth for the children of Israel, for that's who it's for, even the Gentile, that he might dwell and prosper in the land as well as the land after. He says now, Therefore thus saith the I am, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Yes, you shall be ashamed, and many of you are this day. You've turned and you've adopted, even Christianity and Islam, the religions of the heathen, the religion of those that do not understand God, do not understand the I am, because the I am is the president, the leader, the king of Israel, of Jacob, and those of his kingdom mainly are born, not born again, born into it. See, they even made up another thing, born again, born in again. And you still sinning? You still doing that which is right, wrong before the Most High? Please, just take that New Testament and just tear it out to the book. It belongs in another book. You can bind it up and have it as a cultic book is what it is. Just like you would do any cultic book away from your Christianity and away from your traditional Islamic scriptures. It doesn't belong with the other books of the collected books. They're all separate books. Those who have had those books, they didn't have, the children of Israel have the book of Genesis, or should I say the book of Matthew during the time of the Exodus? No, they didn't have it. They would look at you and stone you to come preach and say such a thing. When the Most High says the Most High does not change, that the Most High is all by alone. No one is with the Most High. There's no one to counsel the Most High. The Most High does not beget, for the Most High is the Creator. Why does the Most High need a son? That is after Egyptian garbage, after Greek garbage. You have to make it make sense for you that you might be delivered and saved from your enemies. He says in verse 13, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. He says, behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. In other words, through the time from Assyria unto Persia, this is what's going to happen to the children of Jacob and Israel. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart. Ye shall howl for vexation of spirit. He's talking about the seed that you're going to have. He's telling them the seed you're going to have are the ones that are going to inherit all of this. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. Yes, for the I am shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. What is that name? You can remember Revelation, he's talking about, oh, and I will give you a new name. It's written in a stone. See, you say this Esau did not attribute himself to being God, when all throughout Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the book of Revelation, he does nothing but insinuate that he is God. And that is a lie. For the human flesh cannot, I don't care, born of a woman cannot contain the Spirit of the Most High. What happened was man brought the Greek, the Egyptian mythologies brought God down to the level of a man and killed him. It's just a made-up thing, is what I'm saying. Can God be killed? Him who is, was, and shall be? Doesn't make sense at all. Does not make sense. And the only law that you can think of obeying is that which is in Malachi, give your tithes and offerings. whatever is convenient for you. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, and the I am shall slay thee, and shall call his servants by another name. Did he call them Israelites, Jew, or did he call it, what they call it, Jews? Make it make sense. These are the works of heathens leading up to the idolatry, the great idolatry that we have adopted today, and the one that came forth from it. He says that he who blesses himself in the earth shall bless himself in the God of truth. What is the truth? The laws, statutes, commandments, ordinances. Yes. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the God of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. And this happens throughout the 3 captivities. They have, now the children of Israel and Judah, they have enjoyed a good number of years until they decide to think an evil thought again, without a king, until things just went south again. As always, for behold, I create a new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. What does that mean? They took it in Revelations and said that Jesus said he's creating a new heaven and new earth. I think they said, take me there. But you want to go to that new heaven and new earth with a mind that is not even near completion. You say you're born again. No, you're born again into this world to believing a lie. But be ye glad, rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. It's what he's saying. I'm going to rebuild Jerusalem. That's all. This is translator stuff. He's just going to rebuild Jerusalem. He's going to rebuild the sound in the book of Ezra, Esther, and Nehemiah. All these have come to pass. Yes. Of weeping and no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying, because they are suffering because of their transgression. That's what he's saying. And there shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. Now, how is that there's new heaven and new earth, but there's a sinner 100 years old? Now, we got to realize this is translator stuff. Make it make sense is what we're trying to do. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit thereof, because they started obeying the laws, statutes, commandments, ordinances, and laws of the Most High. In the book of Ezra, he began to read the law, and the people wept. And they began keeping the law, keeping the Passover, keeping the Sabbaths, doing those things that are right, because the adulterer was to be put to death, the effeminate, and all the other things that have occurred that were in the land. Yes, these things have happened. That is the righteousness. Oh, that's so evil. That's so... No, it's not. Not before God. You're his creation. He told his creation to do a certain thing. Now, you have those who have perverted the way of the Most High. You look upon a certain woman and you're deleted. Or you live in the wrong neighborhood, you're kicked out because you do not look like them. That's perverted law, period. And that comes under Christianity. Even the low-hanging fruit that they have caused, and smile and think they have done a servile thing, which is after Christianity, it is. Cursed is he that hang on a tree. That's where they get it from. But they hide it, thinking they've done a service unto the Most High. Now, he says now, and they shall build houses, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. As for the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands, and they shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the I Am. This is what happened throughout those 3 captivities. The Most High has raised up a people, just like he's doing it today. Many of you will not see or inherit the time that the Most High shall have to gather even the children of Israel throughout the earth and bring them into one land, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like a bullock, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat, and they shall not hurt or destroy in my holy mountain, saith the I Am. And this has happened. There were lions up in there, but lions follow the meat. They follow their food. Their food left Israel, and they went on into Africa. It was by the way of the Red Sea, crossing over that little part that they hadn't made a channel yet at that time. And this was happening to the bear and all the rest of them. They followed their way where the food went. This is what carnivorous animals do. If the food goes south, all the animals go south. They follow the food. Yes, that's where, when it was said that where the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered. They follow the food. Now, they shall not hurt nor destroy my holy mountain, saith the I Am. Now we see that they have taken the things of the I Am and have used them to their own benefit to control the people. And this is what happened with these rogue religions, these religions that promise but never deliver. But God wants you to prosper today. The Most High wants you to do those things, you and I, to do those things that are right before His face today. Even ceasing from our works and seeing that these things does not benefit you, neither do they benefit your neighbor, and turn to the right way. And back in Israel, they gave a sacrifice after they realized they have sinned. And the Most High really in that sacrifice is saying, your heart is accepted because you have truly changed. You're not gonna say, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, and as soon as the evening hits, you do the same thing, or as soon as an opportunity comes, you take that opportunity to do evil to your neighbor or your brother or your sister. No, it's not like that. You have a change of heart. And if we do those things that are right before the Most High, even His laws, commandments, statutes, and ordinances, which are our guide. Jesus never gave you a guide. Yahushua never gave you a guide. He just gave you a generalization of the law. Whereas you go back to the law that Moses gave the children of Israel, there is laid out as much as possible until we receive the book of the law. It contains what we know as the book of the law. And that we follow because it gives us more detail in what God expects of those whom have agreed all that the I Am have said that will we do, even through their ancestors. If we do those things, we will have peace.